Good evening and welcome to Getty's Life Talk, The Talk by Getty. I am your host Zainab Malai and I am a Getty trainer. So, Global Education and Training Institute is one of the most premium training institutes of the country, and we provide two types of training, one for the teachers who are already in service, and one for aspiring teachers who want to be outstanding teachers. Trainings with the name of pre service and in service training. Thirdly, we hold this a platform, a forum where we organize live talks and we have hosted speakers from all around the world who were educators, edupreneurs, and education leaders who came to our platform to discuss their innovative ideas. We are driven by the vision of our founder director, Dr. Sunita Gandhi, to disrupt education and bring about the change in the system of education. So, without much ado, I'll be very much pleased to invite Mr. Mohammad Yaseen, an educator at Allama Iqbal Open University, Islamabad, Pakistan. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mohammad Yaseen was awarded as the Global Education Leaders Award in 2021, the same year. He is a founder and chairman of Social Science Scholars Society, Pakistan. He participated in many conferences as a speaker, keynote speaker, and host. So, without much ado, I would hand over to you, sir, to speak on your topic of decision making. A very warm welcome to you, sir, and over to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, should I share your screen?
Yeah,
All right.
please. Thank you, ma'am. I am Muhammad Yaseen, PhD scholar, Management Sciences, and teaching in Allama Iqbal Open University. Thanks for Dr. Sunita Gandhi, who is head of Global Education and Training Institute, for providing me a chance to share with you views, and also thanks Ma'am Ria, uh, who is education consultant in uh, Global Education and Training Institute, and Dr. Zainab Male, coordinator trainings and GETI training. Uh, as today we will discuss the decision making. Decision making is a very critical and crucial for each and everyone, as an individual as well as group or in the company. Decision making involves the selection of a course of action from among two or more possible alternatives in order to arrive at the solution for given problem. This is Treptha and uh, Newport. As you know, decision mean to making choice, to selecting a choice, most better choice. It is the art of choosing and implementing a solution. And Stephen P. Robbins defines the decision making as a choice among two or more alternatives. First of all, uh, as today is technological era, and we have too many information uh, for each and every topic. As first of all, data, the raw material, and when data is organized, that become the informations. When we utilize the information, it become knowledge, and the uh, positive knowledge when It is used with, where, when, and that become wisdom. Personal decision-making and efficiency focus may limit the development of rich relations, our ability to enjoy the moment. If we organize and execute around priorities, the focus is preserving uh, ena- and enhancing relationships, uh, accomplish results. Personal decision making normally uh, uh, for these two topics, that preserving the relationships and accumulating the personal results. Yes. Uh, when we are going to decision making, we prioritize our activities. When we say yes, some of activities we want to do and we have to do. Uh, like a student want to good grade and also put efforts, and others are have to do. They want that they should to have, but they don't want to do. As all the students want to have a good grades, but some of them may not struggle for it. If we say maybe, then we go for want to do but don't have to do. It means we want to do, but uh, we are not requiring for that. And if we say no, don't want to do, don't have to do. Uh, According to time frame, our decision making go for these four, as urgent, important, uh, urgent, important, that are crisis, pressing issues and problems, deadlines, uh, even projects. Urgent, not important, interruptions, some mails and phones, some meetings, as like union problems, not urgent, important, uh, prevention, relationship building, planning, recreation, not urgent, not important, routine work, some mail and phone calls, uh, time wasters, and normal activities. These type of when urgent, important, we should to command that events. Urgent, not important, we will decide it with consensus of others. Not important, not urgent, only convince, make them satisfied. Not urgent, important, consultation with the experts. Management decision making, which side of uh, more systematic and more intuitive. If uh, different situations come for the decision makings, some wants systematic decision when we have more time, and intuitive when have no time, as security places, for personal defense type decisions, more structured, more unstructured. Structured, which are easily dealable, daily routine problems. Unstructured, catastrophic uh, type are immediate environment involving problems. More operationally oriented or more crisis oriented. Operational, normal routine jobs and a crisis which come sudden, and we can deal it with the rule of thumb or heuristics. Heuristics, availability of heuristics, a decision maker tendency to base decision on information that is readily available in memory. That maybe he has read already problem, or they have learned from different trainings or others. And secondly, representative heuristics, uh, the tendency to assess the likelihood of an event occurring based on one's impressions about similar occurrences. As any problem comes, and he may consult media or friends or anywhere, and find the similar uh, problem solving. We can improve our decision making through effective knowledge management systems and practices that increase the sharing of knowledge and information. Type of knowledge, tacit knowledge, which is not in written, that is intuition, experience, non-verbal abilities, and natural abilities, especially potentials, and explicit knowledge, which is we can find in written or in words. Explicit knowledge requires access to large amount of information. Tacit knowledge is obtained through observation, mentoring, collaboration, etc. Decision making style. Uh, uh, Tolerance for ambiguity, and other is the value of orientation. If toler- tolerance of ambiguity is high, and our value orientation is task and technical concerns, then we should go analytical. If tolerance of ambiguity is low, and our value orientation is task and technical concern, then we should go for, as directive. And other side, when tolerance of ambiguity is high, and people and social concern as our value orientation, uh, then we should go for conceptualization. And if tolerance of ambiguity is low, uh, and our value orientation is people and social concern, then we should go behavioral decision. Uh, we can increase our commitment to decision making by these following lines. Tendency to stick to course of action even when it associated with and unlikely to reserve a bad situation. Why? Physical and social bias. Bias affects to sport decisions, recover uh, losses are more attractive than achieve gains like ego, uh, organization inertia, characteristics of project, long-term returns, contextual determinants outside the organization. Uh, we, group decision making data suggests that the innovative group process a high level of both minority dissent and participation in decision making. Note four requirements of effective decision making in the group. Focus on process, understand requirements for an effective choice, uh, assess positive qualities of alternative solutions, assess negative qualities of alternative solutions, suggest openness, acceptance of dissent. Advantages and disadvantages of group aided decision making. Advantages: greater pool of knowledge as more people are gathered, more views, more suggestions, and the greater pool of knowledge. Uh, Different perspectives, uh, domination. Everyone has his own or her own perspective. That's why different perspectives are there. Greater comprehension. Uh, that everyone giving the different views and different suggestions and different solutions. Uh, Increased acceptance, uh, displacement, and the disadvantages of group decision making is social pressure. If anyone going for decision making alone, he can do any decision. But if he is doing in group, then there are social pressure of different participants and minority. Minority groups are also have their own rights and always as interests. Large ruling goals may be changed. And now, practical decision making for a consensus of decision making, a six step mindset. And individual mindset, what he has, that basically depends upon culture, background knowledge, and his ability, his potential, his or her problem definition. This is the most important. Sometimes someone is dealing with problem, but he is making decision on symptoms as like headache. Headache is not a problem. It is the symptom of the main problem that may be in summer season, that may be from tension, that may be disturbance in sleep. Uh, this we should carefully uh, check our problem definition. If our problem definition is correct, then go further. Otherwise, the base is problem definition. If that is wrong, then the scene is also wrong. Solution criteria. What is the criteria for the making solutions? As we want to go travel anywhere, we have many choices. That may be road, or that may be train, or that may be air traffic use. Everyone has its own pros and cons. Possible solution. Then, what is the possible solution of different alternatives? Uh, then, solution choice. Now, what we want, what was our mindset, and what was the problem definition? According to that, we select our solution, and then implement the solution. And at the end of the this process, we should evaluate the our decision process. There is never enough time to do right, but there is always enough time to do it over. Uh, to uh, make good decision. And other proverbs is, uh, good managers not do decision every time good decision, but they are doing good decision maximum time. Uh, that's why uh, for doing right, uh, for doing uh, optimal solution, optimal good decision making, that too much time is required. And for doing bad decision making, or we can say uh, not good decision making, we can do, and there is no dealing of time. Thanks for thanks participants for participation, and the organization to organize this good session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Very interesting and well prepared session, I would say. Various aspects of decision making you have discussed so beautifully. And I hope my fellow teachers have gained a lot from your today's session. They have learned how there are different types of decision making and how to promote a certain kind of decision making in your students, like how to go about those 6 steps of decision making, or the benefits and disadvantages of good decision making. So everything was explained in a very beautiful manner. Sir, I would like to ask you a question, but prior to that, I would like to request my audience, if they have any question, please post your questions in the comment box, and uh, Mr. Muhammad Yaseen would definitely answer that question. Sir, my question, meanwhile, my audience type their questions. My question from you is, like, you have discussed so much about decision making types and ropes and 6 steps to take up good decision, which include mindset, problem definition, solution criteria, possible solution, solution choice, and implementation. So, like, we all have been in our schools, and we all have been in our colleges, and like now you're pursuing your PhD and stuff, and you have your own children, and I have mine, and the people who are watching us, they have so how to inculcate this, I would say, this talent of decision making and good decision making in them. Like, good decision, I would say, a thing which you don't regret after doing is a good decision making. What is your comment on this?
Ma'am, good decision making requires not more information. When we gather more information, we may not choose. As we are sitting in garden, and we are roaming around the garden, and we can't choose the good fruit. And when we have somewhere on the road and we found some fruit, we are looking and we are purchasing that fruit. That's why we gather more information sometime, and some of them have no information. Both are the weakness of decision making. We should go for critical reasoning and critical information that is required for that special decision.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, another one, like the thing that I wanted you to answer was how to inculcate this habit or this virtue of decision making in our children.
In our children, we should give them practical situations, not only theory. If we should give them models and uh, take them visits, they can visualize, they can practice, and they will become a practical decision makers.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, a practical exposure is always a good thing, as we in our schools we promote hands-on learning or
Yeah,
project-based learning. This is something of that kind. Like when you are put into a situation, then
ma'am.
only you learn
Sorry,
to.
event based learning,
Yeah.
interactive learning, that's type of the.
Yes, you're right. So, sir, would you like to say anything else?
No, ma'am, carry on. If any question.
Sir,
Today we have no electricity. That's why I am sitting out, and that's why sunlight is not making problems. Some visibility.
so, sir, I can see you very clearly. A very beautiful background, I would say, and a very good decision you made to sit outside and do the talk.
Because of this,
Uh,
uh,
Thank you so much for giving us your time and explaining about the process of decision making and
so,
how what the role does it play in each individual's life and it's in these corporate houses and all. So thank you so much, sir, and we hope to see you again on our platform. And thank you so much, my dear viewers. And if you have not having any questions right now, maybe you'll have some other question at other point of time when you watch this session on Facebook and YouTube. What you can do is you can type your questions, and Mr. Yasin will surely come and answer your question as and when he gets time. So, till then, stay safe, stay home.
and
Thank you. Bye bye, sir.
at the end of we because of this was the shortage of time. There are three conditions of decision making. One is certainty, second is risk, and third is uncertainty. Today I have made a decision in uncertainty because of
You had
no,
no other choice. Yeah.
yes, thank you, thank you all participants, and thank you, ma'am. Uh,
Thank you, sir.